What is up, guys? This is Merc with the Mic, and this is another The Wrestling Babble podcast by Red Cyclone Inc. I am Merc with the Mic, and I'm joined by Louis Beans.
What's up? What's up?
And a lot of good things happening this week in wrestling. This big thing is the WWE Superstar Shakeup. Raw and SmackDown switch people around, and I think SmackDown got the better hand.
I think so.
Overall better hand, because even some of the people that are paired together, you could split them, and you have two main eventers too.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah. So you watched everything this week?
I watched the Raw, SmackDown, and most of 205, and I watched. Yeah, I did see NXT. Okay, I'm caught up.
All right, cool. So we'll get into. I guess we'll start talking about the Superstar Shakeup first.
Mm-hmm.
So I have the list of the both rosters and who they got. Monday Night Raw. I'll start the list off with Jinder Mahal.
Okay.
Which he had the U.S. title and then he lost it the same night.
Promptly lost it.
He lost it to Jeff Hardy. You got Ruby Riott, Sarah Logan, Liv Morgan, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, which were signed by Raw by Stephanie McMahon. Breezango.
Yes.
I was a little disappointed with that one.
I heard that the Ascension went as well.
Yeah, Ascension. The Ascension, Natty, Dolph Ziggler, Drew McIntyre, which he
made a surprise debut.
And that was actually a pretty cool tag move. Mm-hmm. Bobby Roode, which was the big surprise in the ending. Mojo Rawley, Mike Kanellis. Mike Kanellis, and Chad Gable.
Yes. I will say there's a lot of cool things that I could see down the line. Yeah. I could see the potential for maybe a Chad Gable and Jason Jordan feud if they come back and if he comes back and he's salty.
Yeah.
Or a tag team, so that's a positive. I could see maybe they're trying to build their I don't want to call it comedy division. Maybe they could try to build their just story division by having the Ascension and Fandango, Breezango on there. Maybe. Yeah. Hopefully they'll give them time. I don't know. What other positives can I see? I see they're giving Natty time. Doesn't bother me in the context of who it's with.
Yeah.
She's one of my favorite female wrestlers, so I think that's good. That's about it.
I see a lot of good things for Ruby Riott.
Yeah, I do see. Yeah, you're right. Because Asuka's not there and Charlotte's not there.
Yeah.
And she's got big shoes to fill, but she's the main bag. She's gonna be the main bad girl, right?
Yeah.
That's about it.
And then you have Baron Corbin, which
I did
could be interesting what they do with him. He's probably one of my favorite big guys. So
I can see him running for the IC title.
Yeah. You also have Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn being actually signed. So basically, they're gonna be some of the top heels there.
I got a question. Do you think they should break up or stay together?
I like their chemistry together, but if they're gonna be teaming up, at least have them go for the tag titles. I actually had them develop their title reigns and shit because Sami Zayn still hasn't won a title, and that's a shame.
Okay, I would like that too. I was thinking the same thing. I would hope not to break them up too quick and maybe have them wear the belts for a little bit.
Yeah.
Something.
So SmackDown side, I say they got smaller, but they got better. So they got the addition of the U.S. champion Jeff Hardy.
Yes.
Which I have a feeling in the Greatest Royal Rumble, I see Jeff losing the belt, and I see Samoa Joe or The Miz getting the IC belt.
Can you? Well, I think Miz maybe. But another thing about Jeff Hardy, I always feel like he's one of those guys that he could easily be in the world title scene should he focus his attention to it.
Exactly. I think that's the reason why they brought him to SmackDown, so he could be a lead contender. He is popular. He's always going to be popular. He's always going to get that pop, and he'll always be in that mention. He is a former WWE champion. He's a former world champion. So
yeah.
So Jeff Hardy. They got Mandy Rose, Sonya Deville, Samoa Joe, Big Cass.
Hold on. Question. Before we go further, those two girls,
Yeah.
Do you think there's going to be any development for Absolution with them?
I think they're gonna be some more with them. The reason why they're gonna be teaming them more, seeing that there are a few tag teams in SmackDown of the women's division. Maybe we may see the tag team women's.
Yeah, I'll hopefully soon. Hopefully, but like, do you think Paige will come into a factor or no?
Yes,
Think
I
so?
think, and that actually gives her kind of a heelish GM thing
Mm-hmm.
as
Mm-hmm.
well. So it could be a little big thing. They weren't, they actually weren't there, so basically you didn't really see them actually show
Yeah.
up at SmackDown. A lot of these people did not show up on SmackDown because they were in South Africa.
Yeah, I did see that as well.
Yeah, so a lot of them weren't part of the roster, so they didn't get to make their debut, but they did a promo or something like that. Samoa Joe, which was a big name.
Yes.
Big Cass, returning Big Cass.
I'm down. I'm
Yeah,
down. I mean, I didn't like the last few awkward moments when they pan back to the ring and he's still doing it in a
yeah,
different position. I'm like, wait a second, you moved.
yeah.
Ah. But anyway, yeah,
Uh,
I'm on board. I'm on board.
Asuka is officially on SmackDown.
Yes. And that's a
Uh,
good thing.
the Good Brothers, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson,
Without Finn Balor, it kind of feels empty.
but they got AJ Styles.
Oh, you're not wrong. All right. All right.
They just like trading friends.
But okay, how you feel? How do you feel about that? Do you think they should commit to it or no? Should they finally commit to putting some type of club faction and sticking with it, or just let those two be?
You know, I would have done it. I would have done it if Balor actually made it to SmackDown as well. You would have
Yeah.
had a 4-man group between AJ, Balor, and the club. You could have had both. They could have took over all the titles.
Yep.
And
I
all
was
that
thinking
shit.
exactly that. Yeah.
Exactly, and then you could have had a heel turn or a kick out of AJ or Balor, and they could have started a feud for the title and all that stuff too. So there's a lot of things you could have done if Balor would have made it to SmackDown. That's the one person I kind of was a little sad that he didn't move.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
So continuing, the bar got moved to SmackDown.
Good for them. Get away from Braun Strowman and that fiasco.
R-Truth, which he thought he was still on Monday Night Raw.
I don't know what that's about, but whatever. He's still on TV, right?
They also planning to team him with Ty Dillinger right now, so
okay,
see how that goes.
That could be good.
The Miz, which was the first person announced in the two-man shakeup, just because Bryan wants to punch him in the face.
I mean, listen, that is a championship-worthy feud down the line. I'm just saying.
And then you have some NXT call-ups. You have Andrea Cien Almas.
And Selena Vega. Well, Selena Vega.
Selena Vega with him, and I'm excited about that. He's going to go straight to the main event.
I hope so.
I see.
Really good.
I want to see AJ versus him. I really want to see that match. And then you got Sanity.
But minus Nikki Cross.
That hurt my heart too. That was another one that hurt my heart. Nikki Cross brings the crazy for Sanity.
Yep.
She's like the hype man.
To be very honest, like she's my favorite part of their intro is just when they're all standing there being cool and she's running around losing her shit. Like that's the best.
Yeah, so I was a little sad with her. I say SmackDown did get the upper hand and the picks they got because I think going forward, a lot of the matchups that we're going to see down the road with Cien Almas and AJ Styles, fucking Nakamura versus Cien Almas. Yeah, you have Jeff Hardy versus AJ Styles. That they had a big thing in TNA.
You can have him and Shinsuke. You can have him and like all that top talent: Daniel Bryan, Shinsuke, Samoa Joe. Like those 5 names, you could just interchange, and you know you're gonna get really, really good matches.
And then you could still build up other guys as well, and you could split up the bar, and they could even be in that part too.
This is true.
Cesaro, I see as a world champion. You can easily put him in that situation. Sheamus is a former world champion. So there's a lot. They have a lot of talent they can work with, and I really hope they keep the style of the show the way it is because they've been freaking great with it.
And can I just give a little shout out to Carmella because that celebration, it could have been terrible, but it was like a perfect heel thing.
Yes, I enjoyed that.
She stayed on point.
Yeah,
like I like that.
She's good on the mic.
Like that.
She's good at the mic. The wrestling got to get better, but she's really good on the mic. She could really sell herself. So I'm happy with Carmella as champ. Yeah, there was a little thing with Becky Lynch. She had a little video.
Yeah, like 5 seconds. Like, oh no, what was she eating? Like pudding or something?
Something like that.
That was hilarious.
Yeah, because the last week she was saying that too. Like she had a dark match and she didn't know what's going on, and shit like that. So basically, she did the same thing, which was funny. I would like to see Becky. I would like to see more from Becky Lynch. Maybe a heel turn.
You know what? She's one of those wrestlers that I like. Even her behind the scenes stuff, she is either really funny or something cool. Like she's really a underutilized talent. I feel.
Yeah.
Really do. Also props to the Miz for using the SmackDown style for his promo.
Yeah.
And being home with his family, which was awesome.
Yeah.
Just a jerk.
Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, SmackDown got the upper hand. There's potential for Monday Night Raw. Raw needs to at least establish something going in because I feel the show sometimes is way too gimmicky. As SmackDown is more the wrestling show and Raw is the gimmick show.
I believe that, which is why I'm potentially happy for Breezango and the Ascension going over there. This means, it's a gimmick show, but you know what? Some people need some exposure too.
Yeah.
So that could be a good thing. But the other thing is just like, I'm with you on the clarity thing. Like, I just want this Brock Lesnar thing over with. Him and Roman Reigns, I just want this over with. I want to see from this after the Greatest Royal Rumble where we stand, so I can be like, okay, who's the champ?
Yeah.
You know, like that whole thing. That's all I feel about Raw is I'm just waiting for the end of that match.
Yeah.
Other than that, SmackDown is hype. I'm all for it.
So we're gonna really see the new acquisitions when we see this week. This week coming up Monday and Tuesday, we'll see everyone kind of get their places and where they're gonna be at in that show. We also have the Greatest Royal Rumble next Friday, so they're going to be building to that as well.
Oh, you know what? Somebody put it in a good light. I think it was Sam, and it reminded me that this is not new because this is like the Beast in the East, and like any of those specials.
Yeah.
So it kind of has a different vibe. So I'm like, all right, I'm kind of digging it.
Yeah.
It's 12 in the afternoon, so, well, at least East Coast. So we'll.
Yeah, it's like 9 a.m. I think it airs.
Yeah, that's from. Yeah. What 9 Eastern or 9 Pacific or something?
9 Eastern.
Really?
Okay. It's at 9 a.m. in the morning. I was like, all right, that's not bad. It was supposed to be like a 5-hour show too.
There's no pre-show counting? It's just a full.
It's a full show. Supposedly 7 championship matches. Sadly, the women are not competing because it's against their religious beliefs and all that shit. So they're not allowed to be on there. But they pretty much have every title on the lines from the Cruiserweight, US, IC. There's a lot of matches on the card. It's going to be a really good show. It's going to be like a pay-per-view style show, like another WrestleMania in that sense. Because it's a big show for them.
Yes, I understand that, and I know they're going to go all out. So
yeah, I'm hoping Lesnar loses the belt here.
Me too.
I think everyone is.
Yeah, pretty much. That's probably why he'll end up leaving with it. We'll see,
But hopefully they do a good job. You have a 4-way ladder match that's coming in the Greatest Royal Rumble as well.
Yes.
John Cena versus Triple H is going to happen.
That has potential to be good.
Yeah.
At least entertaining.
Yeah. We could actually they actually have all the matches so far on the card. It's Undertaker versus Rusev again. It went back to being against Rusev.
I swear I'm thinking WWE just likes to fuck with people. I'm just saying.
I can see Jericho being part of the Royal Rumble though.
You know what? I could see him being part of that Undertaker match, just popping up and like screwing Rusev over. I don't know.
Just make the less Undertaker.
Oh no.
Yeah, the Universal Championship match, Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns. That'll be in a steel cage match.
I mean, if Roman don't do it now, he never will he?
I really hope he takes it.
Yeah, me too. I'm looking forward to that.
You got a WWE Championship match, AJ versus Shinsuke Nakamura.
Uh, well, an official heel Nakamura. So I'm definitely interested to see how this, pans out.
I love heel Nakamura.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Double
Just
down, man. Double down.
oh man, he keeps punching AJ in the dick. This is fucked up. Like there's no, and he Shoryukens him too.
Mm-hmm.
He put so much like emphasis in the full low blow, man. Damn.
Oh man, and just the faces he makes as he's doing all that stuff is the best.
He needed to become heel, and I think he's gonna be probably the top heel there. I could actually see AJ losing this belt.
Me too. But I could always see that with Shinsuke.
Yeah.
Like they're both popular enough, and Shinsuke is legitimately good enough. I can see that either way.
Yeah. So you have the first historic ever 50-man greatest Royal Rumble match.
Mm-hmm.
Which is gonna be a lot.
I predict the winner is going to be Big Show because they keep showing him with the fixtures.
Yeah. You got John Cena versus Triple H, which I could see go either way.
Mm-hmm.
You got Bray Wyatt and Woken Matt Hardy versus The Bar for the. It's not for the titles anymore.
Gotcha.
I guess the winners will go in. They took out the tag title, so.
Gotcha. Okay.
SmackDown Tag Team Championships. You got the Bludgeon Brothers versus the Usos.
That has the potential to be a really good match.
Yeah.
And
then,
I think Bludgeon Brothers are still going to take it though.
Yeah, I see them keeping the belts. Maybe Nikki Cross becomes a Bludgeon sister.
That would be awesome.
Because Naomi got in the match.
Yeah, I saw she got involved. I heard there was like a social media little thing they did also, but I didn't get to see it.
Yeah, he was like, he just told Luke Harper told Naomi to have a great night, and she wrote blocked.
That's great.
The Miz, Seth Rollins, Finn Balor, and Samoa Joe fight for the Intercontinental Championship in the ladder match.
Mm-hmm.
So that match could actually be fucking match of the night. The Miz has a good record on ladder matches.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. He has won the Money in the Bank, and he actually won the IC title before on the ladder match. I can actually, like what I was saying before, I can see Jeff Hardy losing the U.S. title to Rusev.
Yes.
Not Rusev, Jinder Mahal, and U.S. title stays on Raw, and the IC title going back to SmackDown, and I can see the Miz or Samoa Joe taking the belt.
Okay.
Either one.
Like I guess, yeah, like I said, that match, that's one of those matches that I'm not too sure who's gonna win. I'd probably say I want you. I don't know how I feel about it. You think it's time for them to switch the belts up on the shows? US for IC?
I'd rather have the IC on SmackDown.
Okay. So I mean, if you put it in that light, I would say that's okay.
Yeah.
To have Jeff lose it to Jinder Mahal.
Like I'm a big fan of the IC title, so I think the IC title is more relevant in that sense.
Yes.
And it's just a nicer belt, and I'd rather have that on SmackDown Live.
Okay.
And then also the Miz has a record to break.
Gotcha. Do you think the Mr. Raj somehow makes an appearance?
Maybe.
Because they had their little quote unquote falling out, but we've seen stuff like that before. Them being upset that they're not on SmackDown. So I wonder what's gonna happen.
Yeah. The one person I'm a little disappointed that's not on SmackDown is Finn Balor. I think he should have been moved. Other than that, not disappointed whatsoever.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So the Greatest Royal Rumble is next Friday. We'll definitely have a review probably that weekend. Seeing that it's a Friday, we get to watch it and review it in the next podcast.
This is true.
But yeah. Did you catch NXT?
Yes, I did.
So they had Lars Sullivan versus Killian Dane.
Oh, that was I'm about to say, you know what? That's in contention for my matches of this week that I saw. Like, I love when two big guys can go like they can.
Yeah.
And it was just super entertaining. I don't know who broke what or who busted what open, but Killian Dane's face was a mess at the end, which was still awesome because
Yeah.
it got in his beard. So he has
Yeah.
a crimson beard.
Yeah, he did.
He's a
Uh,
scary looking dude.
he also had Johnny Gargano challenging Aleister Black for the NXT Championship.
Mm-hmm. We also
Uh,
got to see Candice LeRae after a while on TV,
yeah,
and she actually fought Zelina Vega, so that was cool.
and we saw the debut in Full Sail of Ricochet on TV
Yes,
anyway.
dope. You know
Yeah,
what? This his not really his promo. Him answering the questions after she was, she was interviewing him. Like
yeah,
he's super charismatic.
yeah,
Like I can see good things. Like for him just talking on the mic and just being entertaining. So I'm looking forward to that.
yeah. What I've been hearing, the rumors is you may have him and Velveteen Dream. That'll be probably his first rivalry match.
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah,
Also, EC3's little package was awesome.
yeah,
I don't think they need to sell anybody anymore on him, man. He's that initial impression was gold,
yeah,
but it continues to just wow on more than one level. So I didn't, to be honest, I wasn't that big of a fan of him outside of knowing him coming or whatnot. But
yeah,
I did peek in on TNA,
yeah,
and the times I did see him, like I was always entertained. So I'm happy there's another quality dude here.
yeah.
So can't
That's
wait to see what he does.
Yeah, and he had a good run. He had a good rivalry with Matt Hardy and Impact. Well,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I mean, he was the iconic Matt Hardy
Yes.
and the Broken. He fought him when he was broken as well. But yeah, we had NXT going. Next week we actually have the first North American Championship defense. You have Adam Cole versus Oni Larkin.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be a hard hitting match.
Dude, I was so happy when I saw it. I was like, oh shit, he's getting a title shot. Awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, NXT was great. 205. Did you get to catch that?
Oh wait, we've got more. What's their tag name in NXT? It's not War Machine, right? War Raiders, I think it
War
is.
Raiders. Yeah, they made their.
Those dudes, that was a hype match. Like, yes, it was a jobber match, but like it was still a hype ass match.
Yeah, they made their debuts on Full Sail as well. They did make their debuts on NXT Takeover last. Well, the first hour of NXT Takeover they do record,
Mm-hmm.
and then they put the Takeover show as the main show, and then the next week they showed what was recorded. So they did appear at NXT Takeover, but you didn't see it.
Gotcha.
You didn't see it until the next week. They attacked Heavy Machinery. I think that's going to be their first rivalry. Will be against Heavy Machinery.
Okay.
But they look good. They look solid. They look fun.
They just look fun, man. Like they got the whole crowd involved. Like they were just hype throwing up the horns. I'm like, all right, these dudes are pretty, like pretty fun to watch. Like on that Heavy Machinery level.
Yeah.
So
the name is kind of a tongue twist.
Oh, War Raiders.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I get. Did they copyright their name, War Machine? Is that why, or is it just because of the actual War Machine?
Yeah. Then Marvel's like, hey, you gonna give us some money?
Because I know when you're a wrestler, you're not oblivious to other things that are mass marketed. So
yeah. Marvel like, hey, we like another paycheck.
Sure, why don't you?
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, we had the debut of those guys. 205 Live was another solid show as well. You had an amazing match between Davari and Mustafa Ali.
Mustafa Ali, yeah, that was a great match.
I did not watch the rest of it, so you gotta tell me what happened.
They got more into Drake Maverick being happy about what transpired.
Buddy Murphy.
You got to see that part about him not making weight.
Yeah.
It was more like I don't want to say drama, but you did get to see the return of Brian Kendrick in a tag team.
Yeah.
So it was him and Jack Gallagher.
Yeah.
And so it was an all right tag match.
Right.
I mean, there was Brian Kendrick looks good. He came back and he was super aggressive and kept saying "say my name," which is kind of weird. As he was beating the crap out of the other dude, but like It just looked good, but you know how that sounds.
Yeah.
So, anyways, like I want to say you didn't miss much, unless if you like those two,
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Next week, there will be a match to determine the number one contender who's gonna fight Cedric Alexander at the Greatest Royal Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
So that's gonna happen next Tuesday.
Gotcha. Okay.
So they're all leading into that Greatest Royal Rumble.
Yes, they are.
Um, Sadly, we did lose one of the biggest legends in WWE, Bruno Sammartino.
Yes. Do you know how old he was?
He was seven. He was, I think, late 70s.
Okay.
So
Okay. Probably late 70s, early 80s. I think it was. I want to say it was 83.
died.
Hmm.
He was. Damn it! Why don't you just say his age? Just give me the dates. I don't want to do math. Oh, 82.
82. Okay.
Yeah, he died as man. He's the longest reigning WWE champion ever,
Mm-hmm.
with 2,000 something days as
That's like
champion.
that's a long ass time. That's
And
years, dude.
yeah, and he sold out Madison Square Garden over 178 times.
Wow, that's awesome.
Back in the day, that you're the wrestler you were, the guy, top guy, and shit like that,
Mm-hmm.
you pretty much sold the crowd. Like that's who the people came to see was Bruno Sammartino. He's one of the few wrestlers that always was a baby face when he wrestled.
Mm-hmm.
He was never a heel.
Gotcha.
Very talented wrestler, very like gritty, like strong man kind of style wrestling. I watched some of his matches before. I watched him versus Bob Backlund.
Mm-hmm.
They have him on they have a collection for him on the WWE Network. Definitely check it out. He has some really
Yes.
good matches. Yeah, the one with Bob Backlund was really good. The one with Iron Sheik was really good. Um, Buddy Rogers, and I think they had the one with Billy Graham, which was pretty solid matches.
Okay. Nice.
So yeah, so he passed away at 82. Um,
R.I.P.
yes, rest in peace. And yeah, pretty much like that. So going in more to this week in wrestling, the Superstar shakeup was the big thing. So we got some really good matches off of SmackDown.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Uh, yeah, I was happy with the title, the U.S. title defense that Jeff Hardy did.
I was also not for nothing. I was also happy with the Raw match where he won the title too.
Yeah,
That was, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm a fan of Jinder Mahal, but like, I like Jeff Hardy as well,
yeah,
and it's good to see Jinder getting better, but like Jeff is so on point.
yeah,
Like 2 matches back to back, and he's still just as on point in one as the other. Like Shelton Benjamin.
yeah,
I was digging this little promo. It's my time. This is the reason why I'm here. Come, let me get that belt, somebody's belt, and Jeff Hardy came out,
yeah,
and dope match.
yeah. It was a really good match. Jeff
Mm-hmm.
Hardy being the U.S. champion, all. Yeah, I didn't even know he was like 40 years old.
Oh, yeah, let's say you can't tell the way he moves. I mean, although he does move like he's hurt all the time, but then again, he's always jumping off of something. So how can he
Yeah,
not be?
yeah, it's true. Like it was like, yeah, he has a limp and all.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
um, but yeah, it was a good. They had some good matches, and then the whole thing with Nakamura, the heel with Nakamura, has just been fucking entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
I don't speak English, and the punching in the dick. I
Step.
mean, punching in the dick. It's just mean, man.
I just
Uh,
like that there's another top quality, bad guy.
yeah,
You know, I don't want it to be like I don't. I already feel that he's already better than Jinder was.
yeah,
Like from the short time that he's been bad, like it's just like this is gonna be special.
yeah.
So,
No, it's great. And then Daniel Bryan just wrestling. Daniel Bryan
mhm.
wrestling. He was in a tag match with AJ Styles. versus they fought.
Oh, they fought Rusev Day.
Yeah, they fought Rusev Day. So.
Which I gotta give props to Aiden English. Not only is his trash talking ability better, but like in the ring, like he's gotten better. Like if you watch him fighting AJ, like oh shit, like they mesh really well. Like then again, maybe that's just a compliment to AJ, just how good he is. He could wrestle anybody.
Yeah.
So, but like I was out for some reason. He stood out to me this week. So, I mean, then again, they did cheat in the beginning when it was supposed to be Rusev, and he came in and double backhanded him in the head. So that's how they ended up getting the tag match anyway.
Yeah, that was actually pretty cool. I enjoyed that.
So it was good to see everybody involved, wrestle, but also, they got their just desserts. You can't be hitting the champ in the head like that, but you can punch him in the dick.
So there's a lot of talks of Neville actually returning soon.
I mean, but to be fair, like I keep seeing posts of like he's still with them, but he just doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
So what's he doing?
I don't know.
Is
They
he on
just
vacation?
Well, he has 2 years left on his contract, so they just let his contract expire.
But is that what he wants to do?
Yeah.
I mean, damn it. Is he really that upset?
Let's see what happens. Seeing that Daniel Bryan's back and all that shit, he may be on the SmackDown brand.
Okay. I mean, I hope he's somewhere where he can shine.
Yeah. So we have a couple, like NXT been really pushing up a lot of the call ups and stuff like that. You've seen Ember Moon back on Monday Night Raw now. We have Cianamis getting brought up and everything like that. So which is great too. Now you're gonna see a lot more fresh faces. You're gonna see a lot more fresh matches. It's always good to have that fresh take on new guys coming in, and it just makes the product a lot better because there's more options. There's more things to watch. Like me, I can't wait for AJ versus Cianamis. I can't wait for Daniel Bryan versus him. See what they do. There's a lot of guys that got brought up that I don't think is ready, and pretty much it would be just a gimmick, which is No Way Jose.
Yeah,
He's just there to
they
dance.
Just need a piece. They just need a piece to have for intermission or something.
Yeah. It's just like he's just gonna dance, and that's all he's. All right, so I got one for you. So damn it, I just looked at it. Oh, for podcast wise, there was a podcast I listened to this week. Lillian Garcia, she had Billy Kay and Peyton Royce on.
Oh, nice.
Really good story. Really good, interesting story between them two. They actually knew each other before they actually went to wrestle. So they actually knew each other longer than they've been together in wrestling. One was trained by Lance Storm, the other one trained by a local legend in Australia and stuff like that. They both have really good stories. You should definitely check out that podcast. It's the Lillian Garcia. I think Chase of Glory or something like that.
Okay, cool.
But yeah,
I recommend listening to Sam Roberts this week because he had on Aleister Black, and then he had on how am I blanking on his name? Adam Cole.
Adam Cole.
So they were both in the same episode, not at the same time, but one after the other. And I believe they were both before they won their respective titles. So it's kind of cool. Also, you get to hear a little throwback to. I actually heard the original interview with Adam Cole and Sam, like when he was still back in the Indies and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's cool to see how far he's come. So kudos to him. You get to hear him right before he wins. Has to wrestle 2 matches that weekend, and it's a good listen.
So one thing is great. Jonathan Coachman is getting replaced again by Booker T.
Why Booker T though? Like, didn't he say he didn't want to like run around anymore?
Well, I guess they wanted. Well, I think it was more that WWE wanted a new voice and
a new voice or that's an old voice.
Well,
Come
a
on.
new old voice. And Coachman is kind of like I don't think he knows his product, like what he's talking about anymore.
He
Like he
just
hasn't
seems to
been
be
there.
too serious.
Yeah,
Like he keeps trying to get to the serious points, and I'm like, no, that's what we have Michael Cole for.
yeah,
Corey Graves has the knowledge, but he's always going to come at it from a either comedic or, a heelish angle.
yeah,
And then you got to have what Byron kind of is to him on SmackDown is like you got to have the partisan because even Michael Cole has his biases,
yeah,
and he'll say slick shit too. You know what I mean? Like he's not completely a babyface commentator.
yeah,
So on Raw, technically you have three commentators who are kind of assholes.
yeah,
So it's kind of not a great dynamic. It's just
yeah.
not.
And then Corey Graves gets on Coach, especially when he fucks up. He
When he fucks
really
up.
bangs up, and it's a lot. Coach fucks up a lot, and
Yeah.
he says a lot of fucked up shit too about the superstars. And it looks like he's kind of getting himself over more than he's trying to.
Yeah. I noticed that he'll always say that he knows so in personal life. He feel
Yeah,
what? But the thing I also laugh at though, kid, you got to give Michael Cole credit for fucking up too,
yeah,
because on a regular basis he flubs shit or
yeah,
forgets stuff. That's also another part of why I think SmackDown is so good because Tom is great,
yeah.
Corey Graves is awesome, and then I like Byron with Corey Graves,
Byron he does a good job with Corey. They have a good dynamic.
and you
They
get
had that since NXT though.
this is true, but you also get the visual comedy because Corey Graves will constantly stare at him, or
Yeah,
he'll throw a pencil at him.
yeah.
And I see the gif where he threw the pencil, it bounced off the table and hit Tom in the face. That shit was hilarious. But like that's the stuff that when they all get along, that's the type of stuff you get. That's the type of commentary you get. When they kind of don't, you get Monday Night Raw.
Yeah. So I think Booker T would be fine back. He'd be like appreciated now.
This is true. Shucky
Like
ducky quack quack.
at least Booker T. And then also something I agree with Taz. There's always should be like a former world champion or someone that actually been through the whole process of things.
Yeah.
And I think that's a key thing that Taz said. Like there should always be like a world champion in the commentary booth, just so someone that could relate to what they like the struggles of getting to that title scene. You understand? So yeah, so I think that's a good addition again. I like Booker T, so and I like the back and forth that him and Corey Graves does anyway. So I was like, I got used to Booker T anyway, so I was like, put him back.
I don't mind Booker T, not at all. I think he's funny enough, but the thing about Booker T is that I think Cole is too comfortable trashing Booker T, and then that sometimes Booker T is not really on that page for the day.
Yeah,
and it can lead to some. For me, it's hilarious, but it's probably not for every viewer. It can lead to some awkward moments.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see.
So that's all I got today.
All right.
We're gonna wrap this up short. Nice, short and sweet. Next week we'll have the Greatest Royal Rumble review show.
Yes.
Hopefully
it's great.
Hopefully it is. It has a lot of good matches, so
I mean, you could also say Royal Rumble. I mean, WrestleMania did as well.
Yeah.
And they didn't all pan out.
Exactly. So we'll see what happens next week. I am Mark with the mic. This is Louis Beans. Follow us on all our social media with Red Link and Mark with the mic. Follow us on SoundCloud, Mark with the mic and Red Link. Both shows will be on both channels. So either one, follow. Also follow our Facebook, The Wrestling Babble. We just hit 310 people. And
awesome.
Keep growing. Shout out to that page, especially during pay-per-views and during the Greatest Royal Rumble. We'll have interactive polls. So we'll be pretty much running that shit. And we'll be discussing the matches and all. So that'll be something fun to do.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Anything else you want to
No, but listen, wrestling is good. Enjoy it. Watch it, share it. We're in a very rare time right now where most of the wrestling you could turn on is actually very good.
Yep.
So there was a dark time. So just glad to be a part of this podcast, and I'm glad that wrestling is fun to watch again.
Yeah, it is. It's a lot of good stuff to watch, and there's always something. If you don't like a certain style, there's always a style around that you
Mm-hmm.
may like. Like
You
it
know
may
what?
not.
Here's what I want to do. Shout out to TJP. He should have been drafted. I
Yeah,
said it. He's been doing a lot of stuff on social media lately with the superstar shakeup and whatnot hashtag. But like that dude, honestly, I legit see him being IC champ,
that could seem
like
like
that level of champ. Like he's got to find his niche on the mic, but everything else is gold. That kid is money. He's older. He's probably the same. I think he's the same age as me, but still, I just want to say it.
Yeah,
That dude is money.
yeah, he's like 35, 36.
So yeah, same man. Yeah.
Yeah,
So, but like, yeah, shout out to TJP.
yeah. All right, we're gonna wrap this up. Thank you for listening, and again, check us check out Against Better Ashford podcast coming up soon, and again, follow us on all our social medias between Wrestling and the Wrestling Babble. We are all pretty interactive with everything, and leave comments and everything.
Yes, sir.
No, and yeah, peace out.
Peace.
Laters.